I just love when the congregation of joy basically gives me the ideas for what I'm going to talk about. So y'all just keep on doing that. That was really, really awesome. So bravery, just to remind everyone, bravery is more instinct, it's more spontaneous, and it's an autopilot mode, right? So, okay, I was getting ready to go into like the brain and stuff. I'm not going to do that. Courage, courage is awareness, it's conscious, right? It's more conscious, and you're more in a choice mode than in an autopilot mode, right? So one is not better than the other, and they also intertwine with each other, right? So within courage, there is bravery, and within bravery, there is courage. So Bonnie decided that she was going to add bravery with courage as her quality. And I love that, Bonnie. So that works. And then on Wednesday, Julian had offered a question last week when we were in our visioning series about memories. What if memories are true, right? And that came up because I was sharing about my memories that I have on my father, about my father, that did not happen, right? I just made up these memories. They didn't happen because they fit into a story that I had created as a child to answer a question that I did not have the answer to. Where did he go? Right? It was an unknown to me. So I just made it up. And what we usually make up is something negative. We don't usually make up positive stuff. We usually make up the negative, right? Especially as children, right? So what I made up was being unworthy, unlovable, not enough, right? That's why he's gone, right? It's me. It's something about me, right? And in memories, right, we learn that if whatever we assign to those memories is what we start to live out in our lives, right? It starts to run our lives because the memories are stored in our subconscious mind, right? So it's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity for us to reframe, for us to really dig into what we are assigning the meaning to be, and to shift that, to shift our perspectives about things, to release, to forgive, to do our healing work, right? It's an opportunity for us to do that. And then yesterday, I shared the story about the bully, right? And the boy that he bullied all of their childhood, and how the bully grew up, right? Decided he was going to get his mind right and went to a spiritual campus. And who's the spiritual leader? But the boy that he was bullying throughout childhood. And so the bully went and said to the spiritual leader, I'm really sorry about how I treated you. And the spiritual leader was like, I don't really know what you're talking about. And again, memories, right? Memories. And so what the spiritual leader said to the now grown man who bullied him, he said, I clearly remember forgetting it. I clearly remember forgetting it. So he had let it go, right? He had let it go. And so that's what we can do with our memories. We can clearly remember to forget it, right? Especially if it's running a negative narrative in our lives, right? So if you missed any of that, I'm giving you like a quick little recap. Please check out the replays this week. So today, right? So I'm like, okay, we're doing one-offs, but I've been talking about memories since Wednesday. Is there anything else for memories? Nothing's coming. Okay, let me just go and get into my spiritual practice, right? So when I wake up in the morning, before I get out of the bed, I say my gratitudes, I say my prayers, and then I just ask God, like, anything for sip today? And then I keep it moving. Right? Because usually there's a download, right? So I was like, anything for sip today? No, okay, let's go. So then I get out the bed, do what I need to do, and go in my office to do my spiritual practice, right? So as you know, my spiritual practice is inspirational reading, inspirational journaling, meditation, and prayer, right? Gratitude. So prayer and gratitude is taken care of before I even get out the bed. And so then I do those other three things. And so now my meditation is TM, Transcendental Meditation, which I just love, y'all. I just love. So I did my reading, right? Thank you, Linda. She said she loves the clip note summary. Thank you. I did my reading, and then I pick up my journal to do my inspirational journaling. So I am in a total love affair with my new journal, right? And I shared the story about how I wasn't going to use this as a journal because there is already so much written in it already, right? And then it's only like this one little page for me to write my stuff. And I was like, I don't like that. It's more like a book. But intuition said, no, girl, go ahead and use that one for your new journal. And it's been a gift because it started off the very first page with wholeness, which is my quality. The second page was trust, which is my quality, and so on and so forth. So today's word is joy. So I want to share this with you. No matter how hard your struggle or fail, you can always track your true purpose by joy. Such a subtle energy of truly feeling joy. It's not happiness, that's fleeting. It's about feeling fully utilized. All your gifts, talent, past learnings, wins and misses, everything. But it comes as an effortless effort. Even when things seem like they are going in the wrong direction, tap into joy to get back on track. That's the language of your full heart. Joy provides energy. Your channel inspiration. Even the word itself holds an idea of what happens. Inspire means to breathe into, typically of a divine nature. Where does your inspiration come from? From your higher purpose calling to you from beyond. The idea comes totally filled with energy to get it done. That's inspiration at work. It's part of your cosmic download. Then enthusiasm takes hold. Again, the words hold clues. Enthusiasm. Even saying the word leads to feeling enthusiastic. Be inspired or possessed by God. Words create worlds. There's a reason certain ideas or things inspire us, and the journey of joy energizes us. This natural attractor is like a magnet if you let your heart and higher purpose guide you. A good question to ask today: is there joy today? So, and then it has some other stuff. You can only download what is in resonance with your frequency. Charged with love and gratitude and focus, meditation to see your true path. So when I read this, it was a bunch of stuff that really was like, yes. I was like, yes, yes, yes. You know, anything about joy, effortless effort, cosmic download. I was feeling all of that, right? And then, there was something. Wait, let me find it. Again, the words hold clues. The words hold clues. And as soon as I read that, memory shows up. That word, memory, shows up. So I write in my journal. So I'm going to share what I wrote this morning in my inspirational journaling, right? Because the question for me isn't, is there joy today? That's always a yes, right? That's always a yes, right? But was there something else memory wanted me to know? So when we do visioning, one of the questions, the last question asked is there anything else spirit wants me to know? So I asked the question, is there anything memory wants me to know now? Right? So I wrote that in my journal. This is what came through. I just got this realization about my memories, my father and joy. My most poignant memory of my father is me riding my big wheel to his outstretched arms. The feeling that I had was unadulterated joy. That feeling of joy was also impressed upon my subconscious mind. That feeling of joy was also impressed and etched into the grooves of my subconscious mind. It was just the feeling, just as the feeling of unworthiness got embedded in my subconscious mind. Yes, the limiting belief of unworthiness was planted, but guess what? So was the unlimiting, expansive belief that I am joy. Joy was imprinted in my intuition by doing my work for giving, healing, gratitude. My GPS shifted from attracting, magnifying unworthiness, not enoughness, to my GPS being joy. I remember I am joy. I have the memory of joy. So now joy leads me. Now joy greets me every day with outstretched arms, just like my father did. Joy and unworthiness, both planted in my memories. Some real and some not real. Some made up and some true. But they all led me on my path, my purpose, my power. Did I have to travel that path of unworthiness? No. Yes. It doesn't matter, really. Why dwell in that question? All that has happened in service to my highest good. And that has led me back home to me. I am joy. Nice to see you again. So, memories, right? Memories. So, I am joy. I realize I have been very focused, even when I tell the story, I'm very focused on the limiting belief of unworthiness. I rarely talk about the unlimiting belief of joy that was also there. Whenever someone asks me about my father, that memory is the first memory that comes back. On my big wheel, him at the other end of the hallway, and me pedaling my little feet as fast as I could, and him standing at the other end waiting for me with open arms, and then running back to joy, to joy. So I know some memories are painful, Ron. I know. But what I'm saying is today we have a choice. We can make a conscious choice about what we are going to do about that, right? We have a conscious choice to what we're going to do about that. So find your path. I am here if you need support with your path, finding your path again. But your path is within you. Your GPS is guiding you. My mother's gonna make me cry right now. You see what my mother just wrote? I remember that day. My mother was my witness, y'all. That's not a memory that I made up, right? Because I have a witness of me riding my big wheel, right? That really happened. I didn't make up that memory, right? And so the joy, y'all, the joy, there is something there for each one of us, no matter what the memory holds, right? All right. So I think we are complete with memory. And I would just invite you, when things come up, what else does Spirit want me to know about this? is a great question to ask. And then just allow it to come through you in your writing, your handwriting, right? There's a power in writing with your hand to paper. It activates at a very deep level. All right. Thank you, Lindsay. My father is a joy, and so is my mother, y'all. It's Women History Month, and my mother is awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, all right. So let me check in with Sekou.
Hey.
Hey.
So I'm close on the screen because I was just reading this comment
Okay.
by Lindsay. I like this first part. Sometimes adults teach us who we don't want to be. You reading the rest of it? Yeah.
Yeah, we could be thankful that we learned this. This helps us to take a bad memory and see how we can be thankful. This shift can be healing as an adult. Absolutely. I can testify to that. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you.
Thanks, Lindsay. And also thank you, Reverend Mel, for being specific about your process, because it was helpful to me. And I'm sure if it was helpful to me, it's helpful to other people too. Just the specifics of it. Like, for example, you said that you, when you're still in bed, you're like, what's up for sip today? Right? You like ask the question and invite spirit to come through. And then spirit comes through, or doesn't come through then, but comes through later. And so that's something that I can incorporate. What happens for me is I get downloads while I run. And so I've gotten used to keeping at least one app open that I can just talk to dictate to. But at the beginning of my run, I can set the intention. I can say, hey, what's up for the show today? And I'm sure I'll get even more, because I didn't even get through. I got through like half of my download today during today's show. And I can just imagine if I actually reach for it, what that'll be. And also your journaling process. It's just, it's helpful to have some specific ideas about how to nail things down for yourself. Like that. That's very helpful. I hope it was helpful to someone else out there, because it was definitely helpful to me.
Good. Thank you. Yeah. And in that vein, that helped me to make my decision about between what happened today in my spiritual practice, Sekou's show today, the Be Your Own Hero show, and his homework about creating another revenue stream for ourselves by creating pamphlets, right? We're starting off with pamphlets. Yes?
Yes. So we've moved the language. So now we're calling it a how-to guide. Because we all have these bodies of knowledge, and the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So we got to start creating other streams of income. So yeah.
Yes. So that was helpful, right? So I decided, because I told y'all I'm up to 20 things. Front and back. 20 things, right? How to 20 things. 10. But then when you said now pick 3, I was like, I had the same reaction I had when you said
come up with 10.
Come up with 10. I was like, 10? Now pick 3? Oh. So I made my decision. My first one, because you said we're going to do, this is the one of many. My first one is on creating a spiritual practice that works for you. So yeah. So, and when I do coaching with people, one of the big areas that they struggle with is the inspirational journaling. They're always saying, I don't know what to write. Like, I don't got nothing to say. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? So, so it definitely will include that in the spiritual practice.
Yeah, because I'm not new anymore, and I still struggle with the journaling. Of the various things that we do during morning practice, I still struggle with the journaling. What I've started doing is writing after meditation. And that's been helpful because I get certain downloads from the meditation about what I want to write. But still, I'm still experimenting. Even all this time in, I'm still experimenting with the right mix of things that is my flow for the morning practice.
Yeah. And the wonderful thing about that is that you're just in the practice. Just in the practice. right? We're not aiming for perfection. We're just aiming to be in the practice, because that's where the perfection is. So if you're looking for perfection, y'all, practice. Practice, 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 practice. Thank you, Sekou. Thank you, everybody, for being on this journey with me, this journey of Sip with Rev Melissa. I certainly appreciate you so much, right? So let's step fully into that opportunity, trusting the divine to guide us, because we're not in this alone. No, we're not. No matter what your memories are, we are not alone. The indwelling spirit is within you always, always. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.